current affairs should not listen to radio talk shows. Someone who has trouble with chastity should not have easy access to the internet. Someone who slanders other people should not sit with people who enjoy gossip. As you can now see, the act of contrition is much more than a set prayer. In a true sense, it stands at the very center of Christian life, which began on the day of our baptism. At that time, our parents and godparents formally renounced sin on our behalf. In effect, they declared that sin and God's grace are completely incompatible. Whenever we say the act of contrition, we reaffirm that essential truth, express our sorrow for past sins, and declare our hope that God's grace will surely triumph within us. Part 2. The New Evangelization and Old Neighbors, Our Life in the World. Question 10. What is God's name? Dear Father Kerper, recently some people told me that the Catholic Church is against using God's real name, which in the Bible is Jehovah. In fact, they said that Pope Benedict recently banned Catholics from ever using this name. If this is God's true name, why prohibit it? This question comes up fairly often. Actually, you raise three distinct but interconnected issues. First, the name Jehovah. Second, the use of the name Yahweh in worship. And third, the possibility of a divine name. Let's begin with the name Jehovah. If you search through any relatively recent translation of the Bible, you won't find it. Why? Because almost all scholars agree that it is a mistranslation of 4 Hebrew letters. It was rendered into our standard alphabet as YHWH or JHWH. The origin of the name Jehovah. Here's what happened. As reverence for God's name deepened among the people of Israel, they stopped uttering YHWH. This happened around 300 BC. To remind readers not to say the revealed name, scribes began to insert the vowel points of Adonai, Hebrew for Lord, above the consonants YHWH. When people read the biblical text aloud, they always substituted Adonai, Lord, for YHWH, God. Beginning in late medieval times, scholars who translated the Hebrew text into Latin and other European languages created the name Jehovah by mistakenly merging the 4 consonants YHWH with the vowel points of Adonai. Over the centuries, the pronunciation evolved into Jehovah.